One of the biggest things sometimes to be aware of as a rider is, what's my intention? All too often we have hopes or aspirations, but we sometimes don't make sure that my intentions are actually being felt by the horse, because our horse is relying on our body language to make sure that it understands the conversation that we're having. And all too often when we're nervous or a little uncertain or we just don't want to quite put ourselves out there, our horse is left in a little bit of no man's land of, I don't know what my rider wants. I guess I'll just make up what I think should happen. And that can also then, if our horse isn't on the same page as what we're trying to do, can leave us a little bit more vulnerable. So having hopes and aspirations are one thing, but then making sure we change it into intentional actions. Intentional actions actually allow our horse to be in the conversation with us. And then if the conversation is going wrong or is a bit misdirected, then we can make sure we can adjust and have a better conversation. But if we have no intentions, our horse is actually going to do whatever suits it. So if it is a slow, sluggish horse, that's its personality, it's going to go to that frame. If it's a little hotter and a little distracted, then it's going to get more distracted. If we're not intentional with what we're saying, the horse is going to go to the thing that suits it. And sometimes all too often we have where we intellectually know what we want to do, but then we're not intentional about it. And sometimes the risk and the brave point is to actually be intentional with our aids, be intentional with our riding. We can always tone things down, we can always finesse it, we can always change our language a little bit. But if we're not speaking any language in the first place, how can our horse possibly know what to do next? So it doesn't mean you need to be necessarily a bold rider. It doesn't need to be that you're a cruel rider or a harsh rider in any way, but it's better that our horse understands through consistency what you're trying to say and what you're trying to do, and then you can both learn and progress from there. If the horse has no understanding of what you're trying to do or what you're trying to say, it doesn't matter what thoughts are in your mind if the horse can't feel any actions to it. So making sure that you're riding with intention, because your body is a gateway to their communication. How you breathe, how you move your body, how you move your independent balance is really critical to that conversation. And you can only improve that conversation if you're being intentional with your body. I hope that little thought helps you understand that sometimes it's not about knowing more or being better as such. It's sometimes just being intentional with the things that you're already trying to do. Let me know if times that you went from a bit of a meandering conversation with your horse to a little bit more intentional, and what sort of difference that made. I hope that helps. Take care. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next video.